ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Mata Pag Kaur, famously known as MAI Pago, was descendant of Pirusha, who was the younger brother of famous Pai Langa, who was a great devotee of Sikh Gurus. He was one of the 5 Sikhs who went to Lahore with Guru Arjan Dev Ji before his martyrdom. Her father, Mallo Shah, was enrolled in the army of Guru Har Gobind Ji. Her 2 generations were deeply involved in Guru family, and she came to know about the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji and the battles of Guru Har Gobind Ji with Mughal army, and later she came to know about the execution of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. These incidents left a deep impression on her tender mind, and her heart was touched very badly. She longed to be a soldier, and she inherited the virtues of fearlessness, courage, bravery, and faith. She was brought up in such a devoted atmosphere of Sikh family. She was called Bagbai in the childhood, and that means she was fortunate. Bagbai means fortunate. And when Guru Gobind Singh Ji created Khalsa Panth in 1699, she, along with her family, went to Anandpur Sahib for Amrit Sanchar. After Amrit Sanchar, her name became Pag Kaur. She never wanted to come back to her native village because she wanted to learn martial arts and to be a soldier. Her father very politely convinced her and conveyed that these days girls do not go for battle. But she got promise that she will be taught Shastra Vidya. Shastra Vidya means the art of warfare. When she came back, father fulfilled the promise and started giving the art of warfare, horse riding. She used to be in a soldier's dress, taking spear in one hand, sword in the other hand, and shield on her shoulder, and small arms in her belt. She had a fiery eyes, and she used to practice her warfare arts during daytime. Before I take my audience to the Battle of Khindrana, I will first go to the siege of Anandpur Sahib. In 1704, the Mughal army and the hilly chiefs jointly surrounded the Anandpur fort. They demanded the evacuation of Anandpur Sahib. Their main aim was to capture Guru Gobind Singh Ji and to present his slain head as a trophy to please Emperor Aurangzeb and exterminate the Sikhs totally. The siege continued for 8 months, and all the supplies were exhausted inside the fort. The Khalsas were living on the leaves and the barks of the tree. Mata Pag Kaur, known as MAI Pago, she belonged to village Jabal Kala. That was in Maja region. And the enemy sent a message that those Sikhs who are disowning Guru Gobind Singh forever and leave Sikh Khalsa Panth at all, then they will not be harmed, and they will be given a safe passage to go home. Mata Pag Kaur knew that some Sikhs have gone to Anandpur Sahib to join Sikh army to fight against the Mughal forces. But at this message, affected some Sikhs from Maja region. They came together led by Mahasingh and expressed their desire to Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh neither persuaded them nor forced them. He showed his magnanimity and asked them they should give in writing and they can go. These 46 except one signed a thumb stamp on a paper and wrote, "Neither you are our Guru nor we are your disciples." And this letter is known as Bedawa, or a letter of disclaimer. And they gave it to Guruji and went back to their native villages. Pago was very happy that a few Sikhs have gone to join Sikh army, but when she came to know that these Sikhs, being fed up of the seas, they have deserted Guruji and are coming back. Her blood was boiling because she was a great devotee of Sikh Gurus and her devotion to Guru Gobind Singh Ji was very deep. She was very upset and she vowed to remove the stain of cowardice from the name of Maja Sikhs. She went around the villages and urged the ladies of their deserted husbands that they should not welcome their deserted husbands. And when my Pago was very much distressed because of this disgraceful act. When they came, the deserted Sikhs came, she openly ashamed them and condemned their act of cowardice and timidity. And she persuaded, convinced them and brought them back to the path of sacrifice and devotion. She donned herself in a Marivariyar dress and asked these Sikhs to follow her under her banner to go to the fold of Guru Gobind Singh and fight against Mughals. When they, being ashamed of their act, they started following my Pago and their journey started toward Anandpur Sahib. As they moved forward, they came to know that Guru Gobind Singh Ji with his family and other Sikhs have left Anandpur Sahib. The reason was told that Aurangzeb sent a oath signed on a copy of Quran and assured Guruji that there will be a peaceful settlement between those with them if they leave Anandpur Sahib. Even hilly chiefs also swear by their lords that no harm will be given to the family and Guruji's Sikhs. Although Guruji never wanted to believe Aurangzeb, but with the pressure of all people, he believed and wanted to show the real face of Mughals. He left Anandpur Sahib. And my Pago, and they came to know that Guruji with his other Sikhs are going towards Malwa region. Then my Pago asked his Sikhs to follow her go towards Malwa region. On the way, they could not find Guruji and reached the Dub. Dub means a pool of water. It was a Khindrana, pool of water. That was the only pool which was having drinking water for the villages. Under the guidance of my Pago, these 46 and few others covered the pool with their shrubs and bushes of the area and close to confuse Mughals, as they knew that they are following Guruji into search to capture him. They will come near this pool for having water. They covered it and they hid himself behind the bushes. When the Mughal army reached near the pool, they were hiding themselves behind the pool. Before that, I must let my audience know that Guruji, after the battle of Chamkor Sahib, was left only with 3 Sikhs and to go to the safer place. And he was moving from different places through the jungles and was finding a safe place to save his community. He reached Khindrana. That was just near the battlefield where the battle of Khindrana. The Sikhs, hiding themselves bushes, came out and challenged the Mughal army and attacked them. They had a fair fight. The Sikhs that fought very bravely and fought to the last of their breath, and they inflicted lot of damage to the Mughal army. When Mughal army and MAI BHAGO also killed many enemy soldiers. She was their general to guide them to fight against these people. The enemy was exhausted, and there was a lot of their soldiers. They lost a large number of soldiers, and a great number was wounded. So they had no option but to retreat, as they saw that the Sikhs fighting bravely had falling down one by one, and everything was over. Then they retreated back. When Guruji was seeing this battle from a little high ground of mud, and he was throwing arrows, whatever left with him, from that behind the tree, and saw the battle, and also helped these Sikhs to damage the Mughal army. He came forward because there was no movement in the battlefield. Then he came forward and saw that the lot of dead bodies are lying on in the field. He found that these Sikh bodies are those Sikhs, those who deserted him in Anandpur Sahib. He knew that time they are momentary decision they are taking to go out. They are real Khalsas, and they will come back. Under the pressure and persuasion of MAI BHAGO, they came back to the fold of Guruji and sacrificed their life in the battlefield. Guruji was collecting the dead bodies. Then he saw one person was struggling for his life. He went near him. The Sikh was Mahasingh, and he just took his head in his lap, and asked and heard his murmuring voice. He was asking to pardon these deserters and tear off the letter of Vedava. Guru said, I have already pardoned them, and they are not ordinary Sikhs, they are martyrs. They are my MUKTAS. I have liberated them. Liberation means the person, emancipation, liberation are the same thing. It means the person who is free from the cycle of birth and death. Guruji said, they are liberated, they are my MUKTAS. Mukta, when we do ardas, they are remembered every day, on every ardas, on every occasion. When we say, Guruji ke 4 sahibzade, 5 pyare, 40 mukte. These are the 46 who are remembered every day. They sacrificed their life in the battlefield for the honor and glory of their Guru and their community. They died a heroic death. And when Mahasingh saw that the letter is torn, he breathed last in the lap of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Then he found in one corner MAI BHAGO was badly wounded and was alive. She was the sole survivor of battle of this Khindrana. This battle is known as Battle of Khindrana, or now known as Battle of Muktsar. This pool is not famous in the name of Khindrana. It is now known as Muktsar. And the beautiful Gurdwara is built in the memory of these 40 deserted Sikhs. This battle you can see in the book of British War History Wonders. The history of British War Wonders. You can find this name of this battle. MAI BHAGO wearing tight keski on her head and taking sword in her hand. She was the first woman warrior in the who fought in the battlefield and damaged the Mughal enemy. She was the sole survivor, and when she recovered, she stayed with Guruji. She is remembered as a saint soldier for over 300 years. She remained with Guruji after recovering, and she was one of the 10 bodyguards of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. She moved towards the last journey of Guru Gobind Singh towards Nanded. She was also there. She used to be in bodyguards group. She used to be heavy Khalsa warrior attire. She remained there till 1708. When Guruji passed away, she moved towards Jinwara, 11 kilometers away from Bidar in Karnataka. There she remained, lived in a hut, immersed in meditation, and taught Gurmat to the people who used to come to her. After her death, this hut is known as the Tapsthan of MAI. Tapsthan means the meditation place. And now a beautiful Gurdwara is built there. In 1788, Jathedar of Gurdwara Hajur Sahib built a bunga in the memory of MAI. Bunga means a war tower. All weapons are lying in Hajur Sahib, Gurdwara Hajur Sahib. Before I close my video, my aim of making these videos is only to bring awareness among the young generation who should be knowing their glorious Sikh history. I hope the listeners must be getting some inspiration and messages to follow in their life. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.